Imagine a world where every country, no matter how stable, wealthy, or politically volatile, has access to nuclear weapons. It sounds like equality on paper, but in reality, it's a scenario where global security becomes a game of chance, and not a pleasant one. The main reason not every nation can or should possess nuclear weapons is simple. These weapons aren't just powerful, they're unforgiving. One wrong calculation, one political crisis, one miscommunication, and the consequences are irreversible. There's no undo, no negotiation after the fact, no second attempt at peace. Nuclear weapons turn mistakes into catastrophes. Another key point is stability. Countries with long-standing institutions, predictable leadership transitions, and transparent decision-making can barely manage the responsibility that comes with nuclear weapons. Even they have had close calls. So what happens when states with internal conflicts, unstable governments, or rapid leadership changes suddenly gain the same destructive power? The risk isn't theoretical, it becomes immediate. Then there's proliferation. The more countries develop nuclear weapons, the harder it is to track, secure, and safeguard them. Technology spreads, materials leak, and once knowledge is out, it cannot be recalled. Terrorist groups don't need to build a nuclear program from scratch. They just need one weak link, one unsecured stockpile, one political collapse. And let's talk diplomacy. When only a few nations hold nuclear weapons, global negotiations, though tense, remain manageable. But if dozens of nations enter the nuclear arena, any regional dispute could escalate into a global emergency, a border conflict, an election crisis, a military coup. Suddenly, each of these becomes a potential international threat. It's not about treating some nations as better or more deserving. It's about reducing the number of opportunities for disaster. Every additional nuclear-armed state adds layers of complexity, risk, and unpredictability to an already fragile global system. So the core idea is straightforward. The fewer nuclear weapons there are, and the fewer states that possess them, the lower the chance of a mistake that affects the entire planet. It's imperfect, yes, but in a world where perfection isn't possible, minimizing risk is the most realistic path to safety. If you want to dive deeper into how global security works and why these decisions shape our future, consider sticking around. There's a lot more to explore.